has going for him is he just like got out of a match with Vince, which might help him with his pacing and in terms of like how to compete against Diao.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know though, honestly. Like this one is a bit rough for QMK in my opinion, just because it's so difficult to match with Diao's like kind of style when like he's the one setting the pace. I think he's at his most dangerous, and that's the zone that I think like QMK needs to be watchful for, to not give Diao enough room to be able to do that, because if he does, then he's going to be playing from behind, and in my opinion Diao is his worst when he's rushed, so you want to like pressure him out of situations where he can control the board.
Yeah, and it's really hard, again, with QMK has the speed disadvantage, and he is also very reliant on down stacks. So it's not easy to pressure his opponent at all. And yeah, Diao taking that warm-up.
Yeah, just the closing DS combo from Diao, I mean, that was just crazy.
And it's going to be QMK's sort of win condition to see whether he can prevent Diao from bringing those to the table. All right, I think we're gonna get started in a second then. This is bound to be a good match as always. Good luck, have fun. Alright, we're getting started here. Looks like Diao declining PC. Oh, misdrop on the O piece there as well, but able to quickly fix it. Not the highest speed we've ever seen from Diao either, which is very interesting. But he's doing... Ooh, QMK with the misdrops though. This is kind of rough, but really clever downstack to sort of escape that pressure. Big fan of that. At this, and yeah, both of them now in pretty easily accessible positions. But this down stack from Diao looking pretty potent. Though QMK again, you gotta, when you spike, you have to kill, because otherwise he'll be out of there in no time. And that down stack combo from QMK as well, very dangerous. But Diao not too pressured and staying very nice and calm, tanking all of that garbage and sending it right back.
Yeah, both of them honestly like employing kind of the same strategy and style against each other. So it's really just going to be who gets the jump on each other in terms of like the right combo at the right time, I think.
Yeah, the question is, yeah, who gets the right combo? And I think this is actually good for QMK. That it's sort of that kind of battle, because QMK is very good at finding those, and then he also doesn't have to worry about I mean, as you said, like QMK doesn't do that well under pressure, so if our Diao doesn't do that well under pressure, so
no, he definitely does do well under pressure. I think like that's probably going to be largely I mean, both of them deal well with the pressure. It's just, you know, when it all comes at once, I think Diao deals with it better. I meant it in terms of four wide pressure.
I see, okay, sorry.
When that comes in, I think Diao has a much better counter for it than QMK does. But this is something to be seen. I mean, we kind of saw QMK battle it out with Vince's four wide, and he did so with like varying success.
Yeah, it seemed like Vince was winning most of the four wide games, didn't it? But
just a little bit, yeah. I mean, that I think was largely because of the speed at which he did it, and I mean, honestly, his four wide looked pretty polished.
Yeah, I was surprised too, because he doesn't pull that out a lot. So
yeah, definitely. It's not one of those
pocket.
things that he's known for, you know. Like, there's just plenty of other things that can be said about a player like Vince.
Yeah. But yeah, Diao, like, look at his stack right now. You know, he's built up so much, which means he's ready to sort of attack. And now he has clean garbage as well that he can capitalize on.
Yeah,
QMK
and I mean, one of the good parts about Diao's playstyle is just, I mean, he gradually moves further and further up, and this is kind of the idea that it's good to gradually keep moving towards the top. You know, in terms of your field, you obviously have more to work with the more you stack up, but the idea is to stack up to the point at which, like, it eventually becomes a 4-wide, and you know that's supposed to be the surprise at the top.
Yeah. And I think even, like, aside from 4-wide, the Diaos can pull out some nasty downstack combos, even without the 4-wide setup.
Right.
So, like, if anyone's gonna find those, it's gonna be him. Really nice cancel from him, by the way, on that huge spike from QMK. He's like, he's definitely paying attention sort of to what QMK is doing, and always finding ways to sort of deal with that.
Yeah, he's not going for the full 4-wide yet, but it looks like, you know, like he's kind of hinting at it, that's the game plan. He's trying to just like set up the board on QMK side. QMK doing a fantastic job surviving throughout the entire process. I mean, both of them are so clean. It doesn't look like they're able to really capitalize on any openings. I mean, the openings, again, just close on themselves pretty quickly, so there's nothing to exploit past the point.
Yeah, no, QMK's survival is super impressive, as you're saying, and I think he's doing a really good job at sort of preventing Diao from being able to build up his 4-wide. Like, he's making sure I can't make a mistake now. I need to keep putting on pressure, because if I leave him alone too long, he's gonna have time to build up the deadly killer.
Oh man!
And wow, was that
caught him
pass
right at the top? Look at QMK's board too. I mean,
yeah.
Well, if that didn't work, it was just over.
He was dead. Yep. Was that pass through? I didn't pay attention. I didn't notice, but either way, like, wow.
Oh, misdrop by Diao.
Yeah. Ooh, this is rough. I'm kind of surprised. Like, after seeing Diao's performance against Firestorm, I feel like he isn't playing necessarily like as strong as he did there. Ooh, DTC spin. Don't see that all the time, especially in Jstris. But,
yeah, I think like it's interesting that you pointed that out, because I mean, after a performance against Firestorm like that, you'd think, you know, he'd be playing more solidly in this context, but actually, like, QMK is kind of running away with this. I do think, like, back to what I was saying about the styles and you know, just being versatile in terms of your playing. This is one of the things that I mean, you know, like, a style, I think, isn't necessarily all encompassing, but you should have like all the checks marked off in terms of, you know, like your skill palette and what you can actually do. You know, you want to be able to pull out different tools when something isn't working, and it seems to me like he's using the same tools that he used against Firestorm. He's just got to like mix it up to certain degrees to get it to actually work out. Because, oh man, QMK is just catching Diao at the moment.
Greed.
Like, yeah,
Can we
like
talk about QMK's speed, by the way? That was a 3.5 PPS game from him.
Dude, he's making a statement. He's tired of us saying he's slow.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm done with this. I heard he PB'd Sprint as well today.
Wait, did he?
I thought I saw something in chat. Could be wrong.
Oh.
Maybe they were joking about the overlay. Okay.
Yeah,
maybe they were joking about the overlay.
Anything expressly to me about working on Sprint, but I know for a fact, like, he knows himself. He has to like work on that. I don't know like how proactive he is at that, but yeah, maybe what he saw against Firestorm, you know, woke him up. It's like, you know, okay, so Diao, a pretty quick player, you can't really let him get carried away with too much. Even against, you know, somebody as speedy as Firestorm, for example, he was still able to like accomplish quite a bit.
Yeah, QMK on a loser's run, by the way. I mean, he lost to this very player, and he's already taken more games now than in his first set.
Yeah,
so...
I imagine like at some point he's gonna feel some kind of fatigue, but he's going on really strong at the moment. Keeping up the pace, you know, like not there haven't been any surprises from Diao to be able to like close out the game against QMK now. But actually, like the past 3 or 4 games, QMK has actually been the one doing that to Diao, and that kind of timing and attacking, you know, game sense, that's been characterized more associated with like the way that Diao plays, for instance. So this is a little bit of a shocking development, at least for me.
Yeah, no, this is really interesting. Like, this is not how I saw this going at all either. So, ooh, yeah, that is a rough TP misdrop. See if he can dig his way out. Oh, he
nice.
Yeah, he has a lot of cheese here though, so.
Oh, that is so clean from QMK. The way that he fixed that up. Nice extension along with it.
Oh, that Q not the most favorable. He's still, yeah. All right, now the cheese is gone and he's finally through. That was pretty scary for him, I assume, but able to get out of there. Very nice from QMK. Diao's pressure just not letting up right now. But QMK finds the way out.
A lot of clean garbage to work with. Extend this. Okay. Diao not really in a bind, and actually, like, looking at QMK's side right now, he's actually playing more aggressively now than, in my opinion, he has ever.
Yeah, I know. I'm so surprised. I feel like he's putting on pressure onto Diao, which I expected this to be the exact opposite.
Yeah, it looks like he's more willing to make compromises in his down stacking than usual, which is really pleasant to see, because one of the things that I've usually noticed in his play is, like, his play is patchwork. It's textbook sometimes. There are some intricate ways that he gets out of situations, but he does typically like to clean things up in a very standard way, you know, all mixed up and stuff. But, you know, some compromises here and there, I think typically he wouldn't go for, that might compromise his stack only momentarily, but may actually extend the combo for him to his great benefit. I think, like, here he's doing it spectacularly.
Oh yeah. No, this is actually, yeah, it's wild to see QMK in the lead. Also, very, like, long games, so we really see.
Oh my god!
Is he out?
Wow.
He's not out, is he? Is he out? He's not out. There's no way he's out. I can't believe that he's out. He's not out yet, though. He's not out yet. He's not out yet.
Okay, yeah, but these are the type of compromises I mean. Usually he doesn't go for things like this. Man, he's, yeah, like, oh, this is gonna be his final challenge here, getting out of this situation. Pressure's on.
And he's out. How? That was such an insane sequence of events.
And he has the advantage now. Diao is at the top of the field.
And that looks like might have been a misdrop there. Oh, QMK, that was a really nice tank as well.
Oh, this is
a little messy there. No, he's okay, I think. Hopefully,
yeah,
maybe.
Can
I not be wrong?
A little rough. Not very QMK-esque, but, you know, like, in a bind like this, you know, you can't really be thinking about the most optimal position in every spot.
No time to waste, right?
Yeah.
Gotta keep
Sometimes
chugging
it's
along.
better to, you know, make the compromise now, survive to live to tell the tale, get out.
How is he out of these? What is this defense?
Oh my god.
QMK is so good. He's so
Both
good.
of these guys are, like, insane.
And Diao does not let up either. Like, how? How do they do this?
Oh, this could be huge. This could be the end for QMK. Oh my! No! Oh,
that misdrop!
Yeah, I'm desperately trying to find the win, and finally he's able to, like, top out QMK. But, like, we already saw, like, remnants of the hurry up garbage, like, starting to seep in.
These games are so long and intense too, and it's just non-stop action. The pressure does not stop from, like, Diao, especially in that game. QMK did amazing survival, but fortunately just couldn't clutch it out at the end.
Yeah, that's got to be discouraging for any player who's sending in a big spike, but Diao still got some tricks up his sleeve. He's gonna go with, like, a very similar game plan with what he's been going with. Okay, some nice down stacks there. QMK cheesed up board. Makes it back to the bottom. He's just out of there. Oh,
Oh my
okay.
lord.
Yeah, that compromise wouldn't have been opportune, but quickly gets out of that commitment. QMK with the down
That
stack
was a
combo.
nice down stack. And is he gonna put enough pressure on?
Okay. All right.
Oh, Diao doesn't have
Two
the
combo
IPs.
into. Yep. Okay.
Not finding the
QMK
pressure.
not really
QMK.
accomplishing too much here, but I think like he just wants to scope out the scene, like what's going on over on his opponent's side. Makes a slight misdrop. This is still going to be okay for him. Diao making some... Okay, he's setting up his next down stack combo, I think. Oh, slight misdrop there from him. He's pretty much back down. Yeah, like this is becoming a real teeter-totter between the two. SZ stacking, is that what it's called?
SC stacking, I think.
Yeah, something
Come
like
on,
that.
We aren't Brits here, okay? But yeah, QMK a little. I mean, not QMK. Diao a little cheesed up. Both players actually a little. Not anymore though. A lot of clean now. QMK in a bit of a tough spot, but
Oh, misdrop
those
by
are some
Diao with
interesting
play.
compromises that QMK's making. But can he find his way out? Oh, unfortunate.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
close though.
Diao maintained the pressure really nicely at the end there. You know, even though he had to
Yeah.
make some compromises, like even if you have to break your back-to-back chain, that's fine. But as long as you're still attacking, I think that's key. Okay,
Diao knows like the way to victory is just non-stop attack. You can't let up when QMK is in a rough spot, and his
Yeah, I mean,
pressure is
that's-
just so.
When it seems like impossible to kill your opponent, that's when you have to hit harder.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, at some point, you know the wall will break. You know, you just need to mount enough pressure in like the right spots to be able to like break through it.
I think QMK is sort of overextensions are catching up with him a little bit. Like he's pushing his like speed really hard, and
Yeah,
now
this
he's
gets to
paying
be a
the
dangerous
price.
spot when like a player starts to get antsy, and you know,
Yeah.
like we're kind of seeing that with the compromises that QMK is making. Like he definitely wants this win over Diao, and I mean naturally, like it's gonna be really tough to be able to mount any sort of pressure against Diao, but you have to like be careful about it. You definitely don't want to like leave yourself in a bad position, especially since you know like both of these players I think probably work best when they're controlling the pacing. And when you're both trying to do that, it's going to be like this teeter-totter in terms of the momentum of the match, how much you're able to exert on each other.
Yep. Ooh, that pressure from Diao. Oh, but this down stack is so crazy.
Oh, wow.
How did he? Can we talk about that genius extension? That was so smart from QMK. How does he find that?
Dude, and that was a long game too. QMK is
That was
not
long.
messing around. Like he's like, yeah, no, there's no time for pausing this time around. I want this win. He
Yeah.
played at 3.51.
I know. He's popping off with his speed. It's crazy to see because it's so uncharacteristic of him, but it's working so nicely as well. It's perfect. He's really thinking about like how do I counter this style best.
Yeah, the evolution of a player, right? You know, like it's gotten to the point where it's not that he isn't capable of it. I mean, in terms of like the hallmark of his strategy is typically reactionary.
Yep.
But I mean, he's showing right here that he's perfectly capable.
Yeah, and he's like, I like this adaptation as well, where in the first set, you know, he tried to play his game and it didn't work, so now he's switching it up,
Right.
and it's working wonders.
Yeah, and that is so key, right? You know, if something's not working,
Yeah, no.
I mean, you can be a little stubborn about it, and you can just keep going with the same strategy. But you know, like if you're not making any mountains move that way, like you really do need to change up the ammunition you're using. You're not gonna blow through this mountain with like 9mm. You got to bring in the heavy artillery sometimes.
Exactly.
That's something you need to acknowledge with yourself and your game plan.
I really love these down stacks from QMK because they're cheesing up Diao's board so nicely. And now Diao, oh, but that down stack from Diao is completely invalidating any of that cheese. that QMK sent.
Oh man, yeah, keeping a really good center in his board too, Diao. QMK kind of toying with his T-piece a little bit there. Kind of making a decision on like how to go about this next, I suppose.
I really like.
Oh, nice down stack, yeah.
Yup. And now Diao, a bit of a messy play field. Oh, I think he wanted that TST. Really nice reaction there to opt out of it.
Oh, this is gonna be tight. Oh boy.
Oh, QMK's gotta find his way out, but Diao's got his misdrops.
What? No.
Oh. How?
I was half expecting Diao to get out of that.
I thought he was out. Yeah.
Yeah, like I thought QMK is like, what are you doing stopping? He's not dead yet.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
That was QMK crazy on both sides. I mean,
so
like,
scared.
Dude, a lot of these games actually, like, both of them could take. It's just like those choice errors in like critical spots that's getting both of them. And I mean, it just like varies between who's like in trouble and who isn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yup. Oh, that fix though.
Okay,
I love those
fix.
spins. Yep. Very nice.
Oh, misdrop on Diao's side. This might be okay. He finds solutions out. Wow, such an optimal follow-up too.
Really nice. Oh, but a second misdrop. I think he's out though. Ooh, yeah, that down stack, very juicy. And yeah, QMK a little cheesed up right now, but able to build out of it. Ooh, yeah, Diao a little bit of a risky field there, but isn't able to spike too highly on the QMK.
Continuations, I mean, the parity is just perfect for some of those down stack combos. Like, he gets them at just the right moment.
Yup. It's always at just the right moment. That's how he wins the games.
That's crazy. Yeah, oh man. Oh, he's gonna have a little bit of issues here. QMK doesn't have the pressure to send over to Diao, so he was actually able to like hop out of there real fast.
Little mistake from QMK, but that down stack might make up for it. Ooh, QMK sending another 9 lines.
Oh man.
Rough spot. But yeah, QMK not able to send anything, but he's able to build his way down at this down stack also.
Dude, all these reverse combo spikes, like oh wow, Diao is like, there's so much involved in his like recoveries.
Yup. I mean, how can these players keep this up so consistently? Like these games are piece placement, what cost him there.
Yeah, just like the gentle nudge.
Yup. The one piece over the top, one tiny block cost him that game. Wow. And these games are so long, both these players keeping up their pressure so consistently.
Yeah.
Everyone always talks about how Firestorm is the master of consistency, but
these guys are in the Zen state right now. I mean, you know, like I call it the flow state. I'm gonna go with the Zen state this time around. Both of them have like the craziest. This drop on the PC from QMK side. A little unfortunate there, but he's still got positional advantage here with his board being a little cleaner. Oh my god, that spike!
Oh, but he's out, I think? He's not fully out yet, though. Ooh, this is still a scary spot. Oh, Diao can't find anything right now, though. So, oh, now Diao getting spiked up, though. Little riskier on the T-spins, I think. Diao, like, he prefers some of these, like, nice floating T-spins. Which are often good to put on a little extra pressure, but at the same time, it's like a riskier board position. Also, these down stacks from QMK, he's getting through this cheese so nicely. I love it. It's like poetry, a little bit, you know. Just he finds the perfect word in the perfect place.
I think of it like jazz, you know, like it changed. The situation keeps changing every single time, but he's able to like return back to the same place.
Yep.
Bottom of
his.
That's
a great analogy. But Diao's coming back. He's coming back, and he's clawing his way back. I think both of these players really, really want this win right now.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they both have. I wouldn't say a vendetta against Firestorm, but they definitely, like, out of all the players that you could beat, that one is like, you know, that one's the heavyweight belt. Like, that's the champion belt right there.
Yep.
You know, you get a win on him, solidified. You're one of the best players in the world. Firestorm has proven time and time again, you know, that he's just got that factor that wins him tournaments. This is, you know, like the showing from these two, they're making their own cases the best in the world.
Yeah, no, definitely. Is this going to be another one of those super close last game sets? I don't think my heart can take this anymore, man. I don't think I could do this anymore.
I feel like it could go that route because from what I've been seeing so far, one advantage I think QMK has at the moment is some of his play is becoming a little patchwork, but not as much as it has on Diao's side. Yeah, like it's gotten way more chaotic in a lot of places. He's still like finding enough efficiency to be able to like, oh my god, just like that game in general, the pacing.
Rough misdrops there.
36. Yeah, Diao like bringing in. Oh no.
Oh.
Okay.
Diao doesn't have an eye in sight though. Okay, he gets.
Yeah, he's fine.
There. He
yeah,
can burn.
Will do enough
he's
of
fast.
the continuation.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, doing a really good job, despite, you know, like some of his play becoming a little more shaky. Like he's still playing at a very, very high level. Okay, and there's definitely moments where he's absolutely spectacular.
Speaking of
my
moments,
god!
Oh, okay.
Maybe
somehow finds his way out. How does he do it? QMK is really like he's often sort of on the back foot when it comes to sort of determining the pace, but he's finding these crazy solutions every time. That's really what's sort of giving him this significant advantage here.
Oh man,
and that's a lot of pressure, and Diao with the misdrop.
Yeah, Diao was actually popping off earlier, but I mean,
QMK
he had
not
that
finding the
misdrop, so
pressure.
it completely slowed him down.
Yeah, but QMK could have topped him out there, but just didn't find the pressure in time, I think.
I think, like, you know, in this case, you have to be careful about when you spike. When, like, both of you have, like, such mounting momentum in terms of, like, your own play, you want to be careful about that, you know, deadly reverse spike. You know, the one that just, like, tops you over, you know, just like that.
Yup. Very easy to get caught by that. And
Oh,
speaking of getting caught by that... Oh my goodness. Is
huge.
This QMK's chance? That's such a big game, right? Because 9-7 and 8-8 are
that was like a huge spike to be able to get on him. Yeah. I'm almost surprised that Diao isn't like employing any like, you know, 4 wide or anything. Like, we know he's perfectly capable. I wonder how much he thinks like it's necessary in this. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, down to the wire now.
Yeah. If he's gonna have to pull something out to win this. But,
almost looked like he was planning on it, like with that earlier setup. But okay, here we go. Okay, decides to opt into, I think, I don't know what you call that setup exactly.
Yeah. Which one? Yeah. We probably shouldn't linger on it. QMK in a tough spot, but able to just build his way down so quickly. And both of them now at the bottom of their boards, pretty much. QMK, he's looking for the right time to spike. Interesting downstack there, adding a lot of cheese to Diao's field, so Diao has no clean in sight right now, so we'll see how he deals with this, but QMK not starting with any pressure right now either, so Diao able to get down pretty nicely. It's really difficult to sort of for both players to get anything started because there's constant pressure and a lot of cheese also being exchanged.
Right. Yeah, there's just so much being moved between the boards that it's hard to get like a solid foothold on any kind of position. Like, you always have to keep moving.
Yeah, I think that's also very different from the last set where Vince was a lot of the time able to sort of just like design his own stack.
Right.
But then often that was hampered by misdrops, which is what cost him. But in this game, in this set, QMK really sort of like he's saying, I know you have speed, but I'm not gonna let you sort of capitalize by creating your own situations. What a downstack there from QMK, and he's gonna win that set. He's gonna take it. I mean, after the way Diao played in Winterside, I have to say this feels like a big upset.
This
You know?
this isn't an upset for me. This is just a crazy match, and for me, it's an actualization of QMK's ability to actually pull it off. He is in grand
Yep.
finals once again against a player that he has struggled to finally get a win on in Jstris Cup. He finally has that chance again tonight to try to take another Jstris Cup from Firestorm. I think QMK is the only player who has ever taken a Jstris Cup win from
Yep.
Firestorm. So this is exciting.
Yeah.